Okay, y'all, so we are gearing up for Valentine's Day, and I decided I was going to show you a few real cute, hopefully simple little ideas for your Valentine's Day. Alright, so I took strawberries and I took a paring knife and I cored them. So you take the leaf off and then you kind of just go around the area and then just kind of dig through there and scoop them out just a little bit. You don't want to put holes in the ends or anything like that. And then I took some Nutella and I put that in a Ziploc bag and you just squeeze it through just like this. So it's not overpowering, it's just a little bit. Let me do another one. Fill it up. Squeeze it in there. Alright, and then we get all these done real quick. So then you take the end and put some chocolate on it. This is just melted chocolate chips. They do make chocolate melting wafers. They cost a little bit more, but you can still do that. And then I rolled it in chopped pistachios, and then set them on wax paper, and then I'm going to stick them in the fridge so they can harden up just a little bit. But it's real simple and easy. Nutella stuffed strawberries, and it would be perfect for Valentine's Day. Okay, y'all, so another really quick and easy thing that you can do for Valentine's are these stacked or double-decker cookies, where you take refrigerated cookie dough and stack them. I used this for my bottom chocolate chip cookie, and for my top I used this. And I just stuck them in 350 until they were done, and they came out this way. That's perfection. It's easy, quick. The kids are gonna love it. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna show you another really easy thing you can put together for Valentine's Day. You can make a cake. Probably white would probably be best, but you can also get it from like the bakery at the grocery store, or into the frozen section they have some like pound cake, so you can do that. If you do, it's take a lot less time. Making it from home be a little cheaper, so I mean you have to decide, you know, which you want to do. Anyway, so I made a white cake. I got a cheap one at Aldi's, and I got some strawberries. I took a little bit of cream cheese, sweetened it, and put strawberry extract in it, just a couple drops. You don't have to do that. You can use vanilla if you want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this in one of these glasses here. I bought these glasses at Walmart. They were $1.50 a piece. And so, hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to make it where you can. So you need to slice up your strawberries. Slice up your cake. You need to do the cake into cubes, like I said earlier. I did just a little bit of this, which is like what I said, cream cheese, a little bit of sweetener or sugar, and I did strawberry extract. You can do vanilla, or you can just get the pre-made frosting, cake frosting. Okay, so now we have added our cream cheese frosting or topping. You need to add just a few strawberries. And then you need to try to Squeeze some more cake in here. Okay, so then for our second layer of cake, just kind of shove it down in there. So you can kind of shove those down in the side as well to kind of help fill up the cup. Then take some Cool Whip, put it on top. Now I was going to take some sprinkles, little Valentine sprinkles, and sprinkle on top. And just a little tip, I put my parfait cup on a saucer or a small plate, and that way it can catch your sprinkles that fall down off there. And that's it. Okay, so here's another really quick and easy item to make for Valentine's. I took regular brownie mix, mixed it up just like I normally would, but instead of putting it into a regular baking dish, I put it into my mini muffin pan with paper liners on 350. I mix it up just like the package directions, and now I'm going to, they're done, so I'm going to poke this in. This is a Hugs Hershey's, the Hershey Kisses, but the Hugs, and it makes perfect little brownie bites. Hey everybody, I'm coming to you just in time for Valentine's Day. I wanted to share with you this red velvet cheesecake brownie recipe. It's kind of semi-homemade, so you're probably going to really like it because it's really simple. So let's get started. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to need a red velvet cake mix. You need to melt 1 stick of butter and pour that in. Going to have to put in 3 tablespoons of oil. So this is different. You're not going to follow the recipe on the box. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And 2 eggs. And I did slightly beat them just a little bit. Alright, so we need to mix all that together. And I've already got a 9x9 pan. It could be 8x8. I'm not real sure. I think it is 8x8, but I don't have a 9x9. I went ahead and sprayed it with some cooking spray. So I already got that ready. Alright, so the author of the recipe said that it should be very thick, and it is. But she said it'll still come out good, just, you know, work with it. So it is very thick. Alright, let me get a rubber spatula. Alright. So we're also going to have to take 1/3 of a cup of the batter and reserve that. So do not forget, you need to reserve about 1/3 of a cup. You will be adding it back. Make sure we got enough here. You will be adding it back. It's got to mix with your cream cheese. So there. Okay, and you need to set it aside. And then the rest of this needs to go into the prepared dish. This is going to be really, really easy, hopefully. Now, we set this aside, and we need to get our cream cheese mixture ready. You're going to need 1 8-ounce brick of cream cheese at room temperature, and mine is not softened enough. So I am going to have to microwave it just a little bit. You also need 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 1 egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so what we got to do now, while we are softened up, I softened up the cream cheese just a little bit in the microwave so that it would we'd speed things along. Take your 1/3 of a cup of batter that you reserved, and you need to add 2 tablespoons of water to it, because this is for your topping. This is supposed to help with that. Okay. So you need to mix it. I've never done a swirl cake or brownie recipe with water, so I'm kind of like, what? But I guess it needs to be thinned out just a little bit. Okay, it's almost complete. All right. Now, okay, so we need to set this aside. It's just thinned out cake batter. That's all it is. And we will use that along with the cream cheese batter. I do not think that you mix it. It's supposed to go on top of the other layer. So let me get my cream cheese. All right, so here's my cream cheese mixture. Softened it a great deal. It's still very hot. So the next thing we need to do is add 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Not even ready. Not even ready. Okay. Here we go. 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Put that in there. And just slowly mix this together. I'm going to go ahead and put my teaspoon of vanilla in it. Okay. We'll get a spoon to help mix this together a little bit better. You can probably get a whisk too. Okay. The only bad part about this is I haven't put the egg in yet, and it's already very thin. It's not supposed to be quite that thin. Alright, so hopefully it's cooled off enough I can put the egg in now. I just went ahead and beat an egg. Took the egg out and beat it. And you gotta do this until it's well combined. And then we are supposed to put it on top of the brownie mixture, spread into an even layer. Alright, so this is a little bit different. Usually your cream cheese mixture, you do not spread out all over the entire cake mix. You put it in dollops. This one's a little bit different. Alright, it's almost like a double layer brownie mix. Alright, so let me get my brownies back over here. Alright, I'm going to spread this out all over. So spread all that out. And then you're going to take your thinned out batter. And you're going to put dollops. And so what's going to be dollops is your thinned out batter. Okay. Now, really, there's no science to this part. If you want to do it in 4 little dollops, then, you know, you can just do however. If you want to do it in 6, you can do that. It's just whatever. There's no science to it. Okay. So then you either get a toothpick or a butter knife, and you make your swirls. Let me get my butter knife. You just make your swirls through. And try not to come through, like with the butter knife, don't rake it through the bottom layer. Just try to stay in the cream cheese mixture. And there you go. It's marbled and everything. It's all done. All right, we need to bake it. Again, preheated 350 oven for about half an hour. Okay, y'all. It's all done. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. You may have to leave it in a little extra time because it's a little bit, it seems a little bit thin, I guess. And it cooked up just fine. Y'all just need to make sure you don't burn your cream cheese. All right. See y'all next time.